I once saw this guy. I went to his house and I saw his son and I felt so sorry for him. He was a Muslim. And his son would just sit there and rock back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, just making these weird sounds. But just that rhythm that his retarded son did reminded me of a certain type of orthodoxy that just bangs their head, or it looks like they're banging their head, against the Western Wall. And I kept thinking to myself, why would they keep doing that every single day? And I finally started to realize that they were doing that against the wall, not because it's just something they preferred, because it was their program. It was the program that they were following. Kind of like how the retarded kid uncontrollably was programmed to be knocking himself back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, in and out and in and out and in and out. I just seeing him rock. You could have put him in Orthodox garbs and he would have just fit in perfectly at the Western Wall, going back and forth and back and forth, praying to either, some of them, most of them are going to be praying to Hashem. Other Orthodox, they pray to Hashem. Some might just pray to Shuhmow. Either one of these is going to be the stupid decision to do. You should not be afraid to say whatever name that you're worshiping. I want you to know this. Noach had a b'nai, and that b'nai was Shem. So you can always worship some dead guy's son in the Bible, his Zachar. You could worship a Zachar that died, that somebody wrote down about in the Bible. Or you could be connected to Aya. Then you can worship Yeshua, HaMelech Yehuda. I noticed I started getting highly accurate and very defined answers when I asked Yeshua, HaMelech Yehuda, questions. Now, if you're wondering what some might call as a name, I recommend going to Genesis 5:2 and you'll see Shem. And so far, as of today, there has not been a person on this planet alive in the past that called themselves Shem their entire lives that were connected to any specific name. And according to Genesis 5:2, Shem is what you would be called on as. It's a little bit more different than that. So, instead of saying Hashem, you could say Ha-Shemam. Maybe your thinking would clarify. If you have any doubts, if you have any questions on Shem, Shuhmow, you should ask Yeshua HaMelech Yehuda your questions, or Sha'al Yeshua HaMelech Yehuda. Thank you for taking the time to watch, like, subscribe, give a thumbs up if you're learning something from this.